Good Thursday evening and welcome to the Ncwlife Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to today's top news stories, let's take a quick look outside our weather window and a beautiful shot coming our way today from the Badger Mountain Sky-Fi Tower camera. And you can actually see some showers back there in the foothills, and that will be our trend tonight as we move into Friday, also for the upcoming weekend. But what a gorgeous shot. Not a bad day today, even with the clouds out there. Temperatures hovering around that 70-degree mark. But will we see 80 again this year? Remember, we have a couple of weeks of summer left, and it doesn't look like we will. In fact, below normal temperatures are expected to continue through the weekend and into at least the middle part of next week. Remember, our normal high for this time of year is about 78 degrees, but we do usually fall below 80 degrees in late August and mid-September, and that is our trend. As you can see on our graph, our temperatures on the way down, and they will be cool this weekend, and we will see some wet weather as we move into Saturday and Sunday, and we'll tell you more about that coming up a little bit later on in your weather forecast. And now a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. Arson, now the official cause of a house fire in South Wenatchee early yesterday afternoon. According to the latest real estate snapshot for the Wenatchee area, active listings for homes is up compared to last year at this time, but total home sales are down. Wenatchee High School's class of 2018 was a record breaker. We'll tell you why, and we'll let you know about all there is to do around the Wenatchee Valley this weekend. But first, we begin tonight. Firefighters were called out last night to a report of a commercial structure fire in the Malaga area. It turned out not to be a structure, but instead two apple bins containing marijuana clippings that caught fire next to a commercial grower's greenhouse. All that happened in the 3900 block of Malaga-Alcoa Highway. An official with the Chelan County Fire District 1 says crews were able to put the fire out before it threatened any neighboring structures. The cause is under investigation, but officials suspect it could have been spontaneously combusted. Douglas County District 2 crews also assisted. Arson, now the official cause of a house fire in South Wenatchee early yesterday afternoon. Around 1:45, fire crews from Wenatchee responded to a report of a brush fire at the intersection of Judkins and Simmons Street in Wenatchee. When crews arrived, a motorhome parked in the yard was fully involved, which also caught the dry grass and shrubs on fire. A 41-year-old man was arrested at the scene after acting erratically. The Chelan County Sheriff's Department said in a news release today that after the male was interviewed by detectives, he was arrested and booked into the Chelan County Regional Justice Center for first-degree arson. The motorhome was a complete loss in the fire, but the adjacent house didn't appear to have been seriously damaged. The motorhome was occupied by 3 people and fortunately were all able to escape without injury. Well, according to the latest real estate snapshot for the Wenatchee area, active listings for homes is up compared to last year at this time, but total home sales are down. The report provided by Pacific Appraisal and Associates of Wenatchee also shows the median sales price rose 12% over the year-to-date price in 2017. Median sales price for a home in Wenatchee is at $325,910. House prices ranging from $251,000 to $350,000 account for 42% of all single-family home sales. Building permits are way ahead of 2017 as well, with 116 more apartment unit permits compared to August of 2017. Wenatchee High School's class of 2018 was a record breaker. The high school reports the class graduation rate was 91.5%. That's an increase of 5.8% from 2017. According to the Office of the Superintendent of Public Instruction, this is the highest graduation rate at Wenatchee High School since 2001, when the state started tracking this data. The next highest percentage on record was in 2011 at 90.6%. Graduation rates also went up at Westside High School from 42.5% in 2017 to 52.7% in 2018. Wenatchee High School Principal Eric Anderson credited the school's teaching and support staff for the improved graduation rate. Well, time now for Ncwlife's Megan McPherson to fill us in on some of the events going on this weekend.
Here's a look at what's on tap this weekend around the Wenatchee Valley. Get inspired at the 2018 BNCW Sangster Motors Home Tour and Remodeling Expo this Friday through Sunday. Throughout the 3 days, they will be pre-collecting diapers, wipes, formula, and cash at each of the 10 tour homes for the Women's Service League of North Central Washington's annual Diaper Drive event. When you bring a contribution of needed items with you to one of the tour homes, not only will you be entering to meet a great need within our valley, but you will also be entered into the BNCW's Home Tour drawing for $500. Proceeds benefit homeless and poverty organizations in Wenatchee. Be the Light Walk is this Friday at 5 p.m. at Wenatchee High School. This is an effort to bring awareness about suicide and depression, as well as to deliver a message of hope. The walk features speakers, music, t-shirts, and a ceremony where colored beads are distributed. The Wenatchee Valley Lions and Greater Wenatchee Sunrise Clubs are celebrating their 22nd year of sponsoring their putting tournament, Putting for Sight and Hearing, this Saturday at Desert Canyon Golf Resort. A large portion of the monies raised go toward eye exams, glasses, and at times hearing aids for low-income individuals in our community. Registration begins at 8:30 a.m. with play immediately following. Awards will be given in each division and a quality putter awarded to both the male and female with the lowest overall score. There will also be lots of great raffle prizes. Also Saturday is the Home and Garden Show presented by Cascade Medical Foundation. This event will feature an exciting and unique assortment of historical homes and gardens within the Leavenworth Plain area. Participants in the tour will be given the opportunity to visit each home and garden, with all of the proceeds going toward upgrading Cascade Medical's current endoscopy suite. And finally, the United Way of Chelan and Douglas Counties is excited to bring back the Color Rush 5K this Sunday at Pybus Public Market. This is a fun fundraiser that encourages fitness in the outdoors while raising money to support Youth United, a program designed to promote volunteerism amongst Chelan and Douglas County youth. For more information on this weekend's events and others, visit the calendar at ncwlife.com.
Coming up next, we have video footage of a mountain goat release yesterday morning in the Darrington district of the Mount Baker Snoqualmie National Forest. If you're wondering why your power or computer is a bit jumpy lately, blame the squirrels. And we have our weekly Kennel Cameos feature from the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCW Life Evening News.
Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house, featuring great family dining in downtown Chelan. We've got burgers, pub fare, and the best barbecue around. Try one of our award-winning sauces made fresh here in-house. So grab the whole gang and come on down. Stormy Mountain Brewing. Beer, barbecue, friends, and beer.
So Pam, how's your mom doing?
She's okay. She's struggling. She'd like to stay in her house, and it's getting harder for her to do the daily chores.
What kinds of problems is she having?
Just basic house cleaning, you know, taking care of her house, yard work, taking care of her medicine.
Mm-hmm. It does sound exhausting.
It is very exhausting, and I always worry about her.
Aging and Adult Care can assist you or your loved one to remain comfortably and safely in their own home. Contact them today to start the conversation.
I have a doctor who knows what they're talking about.
It's just so much more hands-on and friendly than anywhere else I've ever been.
It's really great to walk into somewhere where you feel welcomed and you feel accepted.
We've just been grateful for the care and respect that we've been given there.
And here when I come to visit my doctor, I'm not afraid to ask questions.
It's not just about getting you in and out.
I love my care at CVCH. It's awesome. Give it a try.
Welcome back. In another news, earlier this week, we told you about the translocation of mountain goats back into the Northern Cascades. Here's some video footage from a mountain goat release yesterday morning. It was in the Darrington district of the Mount Baker Snoqualmie National Forest. The goats are being translocated from the Olympic National Park to their historic habitat in the North Cascades. The U.S. Department of Fish and Wildlife is heading up that project. Fish and Wildlife plans to release the mountain goats at 5 selected sites in the Cascades this month, including Tower Peak in the Methow area of the Wenatchee-Okanagan National Forest. You can learn more about the program on our website at ncwlife.com. Well, if you're wondering why your power or computer is a bit jumpy lately, blame the squirrels. Chelan County PUD officials say you can count on some areas in our community getting harassed by varmints like squirrels and rats and chewing into power lines during this time of year. Since early this year, the PUD has received numerous calls around the area about flickering lights and erratic internet service. The culprit is vermin. They say this year it seems like it's in the central residential area of Wenatchee that is served by the Saddle Rock substation. The PUD recommends residents keep their property maintained and free of old trash or wood piles where rodents hide or keep food. If your power does go out, you can call the PUD's 24-hour hot outage line at 1-877-783-8123. Well, time now for our weekly Kennel Cameos feature from the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. Today, NCW Life's Megan McPherson introduces us to Marco the dog.
Hey guys, Megan here from the NCW Life channel. We are here with Don Davies, the Executive Director of the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society, and also joining us today is Marco.
Marco.
What's going on with Marco?
Marco needs someone to play with him. He wants to play Marco Polo. He's a young adult. He is really active, actually. He loves playing with other dogs, and he's really polite with them. And I think he would be good in a home with a little bit older children, because he likes to roughhouse a little bit. Play, of course, not bad or anything, but he would. He just has a lot of energy. Right now, he's just really curious. When you first put him on the leash, he can act a little worried, but he just has to calm down a little bit. And
so does he like going for hikes and walks? And
absolutely, he would be a great hiking companion. And look at those legs. Yeah. Those little short legs could go a long ways, though. They're pretty powerful. So we're thinking he's part Corgi, part Basset. Look at those little lines on his head.
He's got the little wrinkles.
I love his ears. And he's really polite on the leash. And he just needs someone that will give him a good energy place to be and a good home with a fenced backyard.
Great. And if someone wants to adopt Marco, what should they do?
They should come down to Wenatchee Valley Humane Society at 1474 South Wenatchee Avenue. And I'll bet he'll be gone pretty soon. So.
You want to say something, Marco? The Wenatchee Valley Humane Society is located at 1474 South Wenatchee Avenue and is open Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Give them a call at 509-662-9577 or visit their website at wenatcheehumane.org. Kennel Cameos is supported in part by Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory in Leavenworth. Not only does the Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory have great house-made fudge and super delicious candy and caramel apples, but they also have great doggy treats for your four-legged friends, located at 636 Front Street in Leavenworth. This has been Kennel Cameos at the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society.
You're watching the NCW Life Evening News. Coming up next, your sports update with Eric Granstrom and our feature story tonight. That and much more still to come on the NCW Life Evening News. Stay with us.
Eastern Washington. It's a great place to call home and a great time to own a home. It's the ideal place to lay down roots for your family and your future. Gisa Credit Union thinks Eastern Washington is a great place to own a home too. That's why we offer all kinds of home loans with personal attention every step of the way. We're your home. For home loans, we're Gisa Credit Union.
It's a free walk-in job search assistance center. It is designed to help job seekers with the tools that they need to find a job. We have partnered with libraries in 5 other cities, providing the same types of services that we offer here, just there.
Just walk in, we have laptops, and we can help you with resume, cover letter.
All of our services are paid for by the revenues earned in our store. Goodwill is just a tool that the community is using to help their neighbors find a job. Goodwill, there's more behind the store.
With 15,000 square feet to explore, you'll find something special at the Antique Mall at Cashmere. For the do-it-yourselfers and those with a keen eye for making something old fresh and new again, the Antique Mall at Cashmere is the place to come find your next project. From the coin enthusiasts to avid collectors, Antique Mall at Cashmere has treasures in every corner. Come find your treasure today. Antique Mall at Cashmere's friendly staff is here to help. Stop on by today.
And now it's a sports update on the NCW Life channel.
And a happy Thursday to you at another professional sports championship for the city of Seattle. The Storm are the 2018 WNBA champions for the third time in franchise history after sweeping the Washington Mystics last night 98-92 in Game 3. Brianna Stewart, the regular season MVP, named the finals MVP, scoring 30 points to lead her team. Here's a little video the Storm put on their Twitter feed last night. Congratulations to the Seattle Storm. There'll be a parade at Key Arena Sunday at 1 o'clock. All right, to the local sports scene we go to the prep schedule. First of all, in soccer this afternoon and evening, Chelan hosting Pateros at 5:15. Wenatchee on the road to Davis for an early 5 o'clock start. Tonight here on the NCW Life channel will feature Eastmont and Eisenhower from Wildcat Stadium. 7 o'clock pregame, 6:50. I'll be alongside Matt Weisen with the booth for your play-by-play. We have one score from last night in volleyball action. Entiat shut out Cascade Christian Academy, winning 3-0. On the schedule tonight, Manson's and Omak. Waterville Mansfield's on the road at Lake Roosevelt. Chelan hosts Zilla. Eastmont travels to Ellensburg. All those matches start at 6:30. The Eastmont and Wenatchee cross-country boys and girls are on the road today for a meet in Big 9 action at Davis. The pool today, it's an interesting matchup as Eastmont has a double duel at Lions Pool in Yakima against Davis and Eisenhower. Meanwhile, Wenatchee hosting Moses Lake in that always interesting matchup at the pool at Wenatchee High School. The Wenatchee Panthers play host to Mount Butchery Bears of the Kelowna, BC area Friday night at Lee Bofto Field at the Apple Bowl. I got a chance to get out to practice yesterday. The Bears 1-0 and play AAA Bowl in the British Columbia Secondary School Association. Wenatchee's off to an 0-2 mark, coming in after a 24-10 road loss at Lewiston a week ago. And even though Panther coach Scott Devereaux hasn't even seen tape on their opponent for this week, he's confident his team will continue to improve in their home opener.
We know we're going to get a lot better this week, and then by next week league starts. We got to have things tightened up and ready to go.
Sounds like you got to be playing off of last year's film to get ready for this week. A little
Yeah. It's a little different in Canada. You know, they don't take football quite as serious. Wouldn't want to play hockey against them, but you know, they're rolling in here Friday. We kind of know what we think we're going to see, and it's not really about what they do anyway. It's about how we respond and how we address the game mentally and how we play.
Devereaux says there's nothing like running out on their home field on a Friday night.
We got a great band, so they're pumping music out. The atmosphere's cool. Cheerleaders are right smack behind you. You know, the students are right behind you yelling and screaming. So it's just nice. It's a nice environment for high school football, and it's a heck of a lot better than driving to 3 or 4 hours away.
For senior Dalton Thomas, he says he and his teammates continue to work hard on improving week to week.
Well, we know we're young as a team, and you know, it's not a secret. And we obviously played 2 pretty good teams the first 2 weeks, and so we know we're just taking that as learning experience, and you know, trying to push it all in the league and correct it for, because league's what is going to get us to the playoffs. And so our goal right now is playoffs by winning league, and so you know, we're just kind of trying to keep our head up and you know, pick out the positives and you know, strengthen where we need to, where our weak spots are.
Mount Butchery and Wenatchee kick off tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, in the Apple Bowl. Will feature more of the games under the lights Friday night, including Eastmont and Ellensburg coming up tomorrow here on the NCW Life channel. Well, the Mariners kicked the ball around behind Wade LeBlanc, committing 3 errors en route to a 5-4 loss to the Padres yesterday at Safeco Field. LeBlanc only allowed 4 hits in 5 innings, 2 of which were home runs following errors, so only 2 runs were earned. The loss meant a season sweep to the Padres, second worst team in the entire National League. A loss also means Seattle has been passed by Tampa Bay in the chase for Oakland in the wild card spot. Manager Scott Service said the miscues are a lack of focus. With the playoffs really not in view anymore, he's challenging the pride of each of his players.
It's focus. Those aren't like we're throwing to the wrong base, although we did do that once today too. It's more of, being prepared, ready to come with an edge to your game every day, and that becomes like a personal pride matter with guys. And I know guys are disappointed. The season hasn't gone the way we thought it was going to go, but you still got to show up to work every day. You are a professional, and you get an opportunity to play a kids game. You have to take advantage of it and enjoy it.
Seattle begins a 4-game series in LA against the Angels tonight. That's a look at sports. I'm Eric Granstrom. Grant, back to you.
Thank you, Eric. Scenic Lake Chelan is a vacation paradise that was created during the Ice Age. But how can geologists prove that an ice sheet from Canada did the digging? In tonight's feature story, Nick Zentner, coordinator for the Department of Geological Sciences at Central Washington University, explains the geology behind the scenery at Lake Chelan.
Lake Chelan, beautiful. How did it form? This is a vacation paradise with boats and sun and water and apples. Oh, thank you. And wine. What's the geology behind this scenery? The third deepest lake in the United States, behind only Crater Lake and Lake Tahoe, is the result of an Ice Age battle. An ice sheet from Canada, more than a mile thick as it crossed the border, invaded Washington's mountains, crossing alpine ridges as it flowed south. But another arm of the ice sheet came in from the east, flowed over the town of Chelan, and flowed up the lake to the Narrows. A battle of the ice sheets, digging the hole that now holds the fresh blue water of Lake Chelan. These are glacial erratics, made out of brown basalt lava rock. They were dropped by the ice sheet. They're proof that the Okanagan lobe was here. And in fact, there's a whole string of pearls, hundreds of these brown haystack rocks strung across the Waterville Plateau. They're important to our story here because these brown milk duds can be found above the shores of Lake Chelan, proving that the Okanagan lobe flowed up the lake as far as the Narrows. As they flowed over land, glaciers picked up these rocks from the Columbia River basalt bedrock of eastern Washington and delivered them to the Chelan area. The big erratics have been sitting here for 15,000 years, the last time that the ice sheet was in the area. One more piece of evidence that the ice was here in Lake Chelan. This is polished bedrock. Do you see how grooved it is? There's fingernail scratches, glacial striations left by the ice sheet as it worked its way over this bedrock. And the bedrock itself is unusual. This is not granite. This is a complicated rock that gives us a very specific, rare window at the processes that go on deep in the Earth's crust. Chris Mattinson, a geology professor from my school, Central Washington University, has had a long-lasting relationship with Chelan's bedrock.
Based on the composition of garnet and other minerals that occur in these rocks, we know that they originally formed about 30 kilometers below the surface. So these rocks record the processes that go on at deep levels underneath the volcanic system. And this is one of the few places in the world where we can actually observe these rocks and study them.
Some geologists say the volcanoes were further west and then drifted in and docked here. Others think the rocks are local, and an incredible 15 miles worth of uplift brought this beautiful bedrock up the geologic elevator to the surface. Beautiful bedrock, a beautiful glacial lake. Beautiful Lake Chelan.
And we'll be back with your complete local weather forecast right after this.
Choose the pros, Alignment Pros. When your vehicle needs brakes, shocks, struts, or alignment, choose the experts in their field. Alignment Pros and Express Lube with a 5-star rating. The work they perform on your vehicle is as impeccable as their shop. With state-of-the-art equipment, Alignment Pros can handle all large or small vehicles, specialty cars, lifted or lowered. Alignment Pros does them all. Keep your car in top shape at Alignment Pros and Express Lube in East Wenatchee.
The physical therapists at Cascade Medical love the outdoors as much as you do. But sometimes where there's love, there's also pain. Let us help you get back to the activities that you love. Cascade Medical, partners in your health.
Time now for a check of your North Central Washington weather forecast, and let's see how things shaped up for us today around the Wenatchee Valley. It was cooler than normal. High temperature today, 72 degrees. We've been hovering around 70 for most of the day today. 48 the overnight low overnight this morning. It was a chilly one. Normally it's 78. Our overnight low 53, record high just a few years ago, 97 back in 2013. Our record low was in 1970 at 38. Sunrise this morning 6:36, and the sun will set tonight at 7:17. Let's take a look at our surface loop and what we can expect as we make our way through the rest of the week. Tomorrow, partly cloudy skies. We will see a 20% chance for showers. We are seeing some scattered shower activity out there right now. Tomorrow, a lot like that with cool temperatures. Saturday then, mostly cloudy. A little bigger storm system sets up just off the coast of Washington. We'll see a 30% chance of showers on Saturday and cool high temperatures. As we move into the end of our weekend, I think will be our wettest day. A 40% chance of rain. We'll start off mostly cloudy, stay that way throughout the day, and it will be a cool one on Sunday as well. And now let's transition to our nice weather map, and we will see that beginning on Monday. Sunny and warmer, as you can see, high pressure building out in the Pacific. That will make way for some very nice weather Monday and into Tuesday. We will warm up in the lower 70s Monday and maybe all the way up into the middle 70s on Tuesday. Let's take a look now at your quick lube and tune forecast. It'll get cool once again tonight, about 51 degrees for our overnight low. 20% chance for showers on Friday, and 69 with a 30% chance of showers Saturday. 40% chance of rain and 67 on Sunday. It's going to be a cool one. And then we begin to warm up. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, sunny skies with highs then in the lower to mid 70s. And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. Also, keep it right here on the NCW Life channel tomorrow morning for Wake Up Wenatchee Valley with host Dan Kuntz and News with Steve Hare. Thanks for joining us and have a great night.
This is TV. This is TV Set Free. TV everywhere from Localtel sets you free to watch what you want, where you want. Catch your favorite networks, including live TV, ready to watch on any web-connected device for no extra charge. That's TV Set Free. Enjoy the extra value Localtel delivers with TV everywhere. Visit localtel.net and sign up today.
Looking for a hands-on, high-demand job? Now is the perfect time to get trained for a career in manufacturing. Washington currently has a shortage of skilled tradespeople, and retirements are making room for more. The machining program at Wenatchee Valley College is designed to give students the foundation to excel in this precision industry. Don't wait, there are only 15 spots left. A 2-year degree and a 1-year certificate are available. Learn more at wvc.edu/machining.